So I thought it'd be smart to pick the camera up, because we are currently going over. I'm doing a quarterly review, so I just made a post on Instagram, basically saying how I feel like in order to be productive or successful, you should run yourself like a business does. So just how a business gives you a quarterly report every 3 months, depending on where you work at. They'll call you in and say, hey, Lavelle, for the first quarter of the year, these are your projections. This is the target that we projected you to hit. This is what you hit. These are the things that you should probably change because you didn't hit this target. Or if you did hit this target, these are the things that you did to hit this target. Or they're going to ask you, hey, Lavelle, what did you do to be able to hit your target and exceed your target this first quarter, right? So do that for yourself. So every 3 months, sit down, because everybody has New Year's resolutions in the beginning of the year. Everybody has goals. Everybody has made their, okay, I'm going to get skinny by the end of the year. I'm going to be rich by the end of the year. I'm going to make my first $10,000 a month by the end of the year, whatever the case may be, right? Every 3 months, sit down and evaluate where you were at in that process, depending on whatever your goal is. So I'm using this platform called Notion, and it's called a mid-year review template. And basically, so this is what it looks like. This is the mid-year review template, right? So first section is reflections. Look back on the past 6 months at all the wins and the losses, the milestones that you have may achieved. Then you're going to go over and you're going to review the goals that you set at the beginning of the year, and then what the progress of those goals are. Next, you're going to rate your performance in each life area. So finance, school, career, relationship, health, spirituality, if you're into that, personal growth, all of that good stuff, right? Next is consumption. Where did most of your time go for the past 6 months? Did you read books? Did you watch a lot of TV? Did you take any courses? I watched a lot of TV. I just hadn't put it down yet. But I'm trying to improve on that. And then recalibration, review the goals that we set up in step 2 up here. Pick the top 3 goals that are most important to hit right now, right? And what habit to focus. Okay, so it says review the goals in step 2. Pick the top 3 most important ones to focus on, and set a habit that can help me with each of those goals. So the quarters go, they go January, February, March, April, May, June. So July is the first of the third quarter. My fault. So this is end of July, but this is still the beginning of the third quarter of the year. So technically, still it's still due. I was supposed to do this at the end of June. So this is my quarterly evaluation to see what goes on my board up here have I hit, and what goes, you know what I'm saying, how I'm hitting them, what am I doing to hit them, you get what I'm saying, actionable steps. Because I find that, like, if you don't do this and you don't track where you're at in your journey, it's easy to get lost, right? It's easy to get overwhelmed, because you may be doing good and you may be stressing yourself out because you don't realize that you're doing good, because you ripping and running like a chicken with his head cut off. You feel like you got all this pressure on your shoulder, and so your goals have kind of like swallowed you up almost, to the point where you can't see the bigger picture. You're not really seeing if you're doing good or not. Or on the opposite side, you could think that you're doing good, right? You could be like, yeah, I'm doing all this stuff. You moving a lot. You feel like you've been busy every single day. But then when you sit down and really evaluate what have you actually done, it's like, damn, I didn't do anything. You've accomplished nothing. You know what I'm saying? You did all this moving, all this hard work, quote unquote, but you haven't moved the needle anywhere. You're still in the same position. You haven't signed any new clients. You haven't made any new revenue. You haven't posted new content. You haven't gained a new following. Nothing has been done. You've just been moving a lot, right? And I've done that. I'm victim to that. That was literally all of last year. It's what felt like. We was doing a lot, but it wasn't going anywhere. And that's kind of why I switched lanes, right? And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. And I'm trying to grow a more in-depth audience and kind of connect with you guys, because I'm on the same journey that you're on, right? You're trying to grow. You're going to be successful. you want to, be that first person to bring financial freedom into your family, I will be that person. I know I'm going to be that person. And this is how I'm going to do it. These are the steps that I'm implementing to make sure that I am the most productive version of myself each and every day, right? Because sometimes you get off track. You have bad days. Like these past 2 months, I haven't posted any content. I haven't recorded any content. I haven't called any new clients. This last 2 months, I have been bullshitting. And it's my fault. It's nobody else's fault but mine. I don't even need to get into the details. It's just, I've just been bullshitting this past 2 months. And now that I realize that and I'm here, it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't comfortably continue to move how I've been moving, knowing that it's not leading me anywhere. It's like, okay, cool. You've been chasing your tail, not getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to switch something up. The definition of insanity, everybody knows this, is what? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I would be crazy to sit here and continue to be unorganized, continue to post every other day or whenever I want to. I would be crazy to continue to not want to educate myself more or figure out how to make more money or not hire a mentor, right? I just got on 2 calls within this past month, 2 calls, maybe like 2 weeks ago, with 2 different mentors that I could not afford, and I really wanted to purchase, their services, but I couldn't do it because I haven't been working on myself properly. You get what I'm saying? The opportunity was in my face to be able to get them in their attention and the knowledge that they know at a discounted rate, but I wasn't ready for that opportunity, right? So next time it comes around, I need to make sure that I'm ready for that opportunity. And it starts here. It starts with the fundamental basis of simply being organized. You know what I'm saying? Being organized, writing out your thoughts, understanding what are we actually doing. Because I have a lot of times where I go to the cafe even. It's been plenty of videos that have gotten scrapped because I go to the cafe and I'm filming myself doing work, but I'm not really even doing work. Half the time I'm on my phone. The other half of the time I'm trying to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, right? I got all these goals. I'm like, okay, cool. We finna go get done. And I'm at the cafe and I'm like, okay, cool. Let's work. And I'm like, oh shit, what are we working on? What exactly am I doing, right? And so I got everything is popping up at once. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And I'm trying to do everything. And so it's so much coming in, so much information that's coming in. I don't know where to start. And I'm just like, fuck, bro. So I kind of just sit there for a long time trying to scrolling through tabs, watching YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking I'm being productive. I'm like, okay, cool, let's go watch a YouTube video on how to do this because we don't know how to do it yet. And then I see a short of some cool shit, and then I get trapped in the YouTube rabbit hole, and I get back out of it. And it's just so much, bro. And all of that is because I lack organization, right? I'm not writing anything down. I'm not giving myself steps. I'm not tracking what it is I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Like I'm just free falling essentially without a strategy. And that's the downfall of most people who try to start a business and fail. They don't have strategy, right? They don't have, whether it's marketing, whether it's how to run the business itself, whatever the case may be, I lack strategy. So I don't want to go to a coffee shop or anywhere and sit down and walk away not knowing what it is I got done that day. Like I've had so many days like that, bro, where I'm like, okay, cool. I be in the coffee shop for 6-7 hours, and I leave, and I maybe have gotten 1 video edited. Maybe I have sent out 10 emails. Maybe I have, when I was the graphic designer, I might have came up with 1 or 2 graphic designs. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's, maybe I learned a little bit about Facebook ads, but it's never like a deep dive into one thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, just sticking, okay, this is what today we're learning strictly Facebook. Like, when I get off of this video, after I make this video, I'm gonna sit down and go through this course for SEO and Facebook ads. And that's all I'm doing for the next hour or two. It's just this course. I'm not focusing on nothing else but Facebook and SEO ads. Simple as that. So I can get better at it and so I can offer that service. But yeah, organization, man. You gotta be organized, bro. Or you're gonna be running around in a circle. You're gonna get overwhelmed, your head's gonna start hurting, and then you're just gonna say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna say fuck it. Even if you don't say fuck it, you may not want to say fuck it, but you get distracted or whatever the case may be. Like, organization, bro. That's the only thing I can tell you. That's what's helping me. Organization. So right now, I'm gonna finish filling this mid-year review out, and then we're gonna come back in 3 months and see where we're at and what I hit. You get what I'm saying? I also need to come up with a content schedule, because I've tried plenty of times to come up with a content schedule. It's not my first time trying to do this. I've written it on my board, like, okay, cool, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we're gonna film a video and plan it, but it's just never worked. So we're gonna come with a different approach this time. We are going to start batch shooting. I'm gonna try that. So meaning whenever I film a video, I'm gonna try to film for multiple things at once. So say I'm out doing something, you know what I'm saying? Say we just outside, I'm just vlogging for the whole day. I might sit down somewhere and talk to you guys about one specific topic, or I may go do something specific that I know, okay, I'm doing this for this video, and I kind of just add it into the full, I don't want to say day in the life vlog, but you get what I'm saying? So it all just depends, but I'm gonna start batch shooting. That way I have the content already sitting in the vault, and then I can just schedule it to go out when it's supposed to go out, instead of scrambling to shoot same day, and then I gotta edit because I don't have an editor. I do all the editing myself, and I gotta sit there and edit, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. I be trying to do everything at once. Even though I have a schedule, I still try to do everything at once, and it just overwhelms me to the point where I just get stuck and I just don't do anything, or I'm not productive at all. You get what I'm saying? So this really helps, man. Give yourself a review every 3 months. See where you're at. See where you were at, and how you can get to that next step. And then not even just how, what exactly are you going to do? Like, write it down. I'm going to do this to get here. I am going to do A to get B. You know what I'm saying? Which equals C. Simple as that. Alright, it's enough chatting. Let me go ahead and get this situated. Go ahead and learn about this, and then I'll see y'all, when I see y'all. Alright.